Hi everybody, Instructor Kim here. Today I'm going to take you through some stretches that you could do in home, whether it be doing schoolwork or office work, and it just requires you seated and comfortable. Some good things to have with you would be a wheat pack or a hot water bottle. You can have the foam roller or you can roll up some towels. A massage ball or a tennis ball will come in handy. If you don't have any of these items, it's not a problem. It's not going to hinder what we're doing today, but this will just help relieve some of those muscles and help with getting some of the stretching done. So if you can manage to get one, that'd be great. What's most important when you're at home and doing exercising and schoolwork and office work is that you do stay hydrated. I'm sure that you know all the reasons that are most important to stay hydrated. For me, I get headaches and I get pretty nasty cramps and tense muscles. So it's important that I have the 2 bottles plus a day. Before we get started, I think it's important that you get up from your chair and you go and refresh yourself. So splash some water on your face, nice warm face washer, have a nice big glass of water. If you've got dry eyes because you've had too much screen time, pop in some drops or some saline spray, have a nice big breath of fresh air, come back and we'll get started. What's important through this video is that I will be demonstrating only. I won't be doing stretches alongside with you, and I will be only showing you on one side. It's important that you do both, so although I'm doing the right side, please make sure you do the left as well. Take your time with this. You can either do long stretches throughout the day, or you can just do 10-second stretches if you feel you just need to relieve a little bit of tension while you're working. Welcome back everybody. I hope you're feeling refreshed and ready to start stretching. You'll notice that I've popped the hot water bottle down between my shoulder blades just to give your muscles time to start relaxing while we're working on our head and our neck muscles. So in the beginning, I just want you to grab a finger and pop it on your temples and just gently rub. Now you can use peppermint oil or lavender oil or really any scent you like. Those 2 in particular are really good with helping relieve headaches and tension, but this will actually help relieve any tension that you've got because you've been working quite intensely on the screen. You can stay there for a little while. Once you've done that, just slide your hands down towards your jaw. Now if you go back, you'll see your jawbone here, and just underneath your ears there's some muscles down there, and these get quite tense and taut when you've been clenching or grinding your teeth because you're quite immersed in what you've been doing. So a nice little rub down there can actually help that as well. Also, open and close your jaw, move your jaw from side to side. You can do this actually in the shower in the mornings too when you've got hot water coming down. It's really nice. From there, we're just going to stretch out the muscles in our top of the neck. So we're going to drop your chin down to your chest. Now, if you like, you can apply some pressure on the top of your head to give a firmer stretch, or you can just leave it. It just depends on how much discomfort you're in. Pop your head up, tilt your ear down onto your shoulder, and you'll get a stretch right up in your neck here and into the top of your shoulder. Again, apply pressure onto the top of your head, very gentle if you feel you need a more intense stretch down your neck. Otherwise, it's fine if you don't. Okay, so now we're going to move further down to the arm through the hands and the fingers with this stretch. So I'm going to get you to sit on the palm of your hand, palm up. Keep your arm fairly straight. Put your opposite ear down onto your opposite shoulder and tilt down. And from there, just slightly lean over to the opposite way. And you'll find that you'll get a stretch down into your tricep and slightly past your elbow into your forearm. And again, you can hold this for 10 seconds at a time, or you can hold it for a longer amount of time at other durations through the day. To get down into your outer forearm, I'm going to get you to hand out the front, close fist, drop your knuckles down to the ground and push on your fingers just below your first knuckles here and pull them in towards you. and you'll find that you'll get a nice little stretch on the outer forearm. For your inner forearm, again, start straight, turn upside down, fingers down, and grab the fingertips and pull them in towards your body, and you'll feel that what this will offer is a nice stretch on your inner forearm, and you'll feel that into your wrist and down into your palms. Now, when you are typing or doing any kind of homework, schoolwork, office work, your fingers are going 100 miles an hour, so it's important that you do give them a little bit of a rest or a little bit of a stretch out. So this is where you'll grab your massage ball or your tennis ball, and I'll get you to grip it. Fingers tight, keep your arms together, and just rotate your wrists around in a circle or a figure eight, just to get some nice motion into there and just relieve any tension that's down through your wrists. And from there, open up your hands, and in a circular motion, just roll this around and stretch out those fingertips at the same time, and this will just help relieve any tension in your hand and your fingers. You can also pop it down on the desk, and that can help that. With your fingers, just grab the ends of your fingertips and just give them a little slice back and forth, just to loosen up any sore muscles in there. And then again, you can give them a bit of a stretch, make them move. Now, a really nice thing to do here is if you've got a hot cup of coffee or cup of tea on the desk, cup your hands around it, because again, the heat from that will help relieve any stress or tension in your hands and help with any of these exercises. Okay, so now I've moved the hot water bottle down to the lower back area to help relieve the coccyx area, lower back, hips, and the top of the legs. And I've put the roller or the rolled up towels behind my shoulders. And this is the last stretch that's going to come across our chest into our shoulders, stretch up through the arms and down through the top half of the back. So we're going to link our fingers and reach forward, stretch up. Now, before I lean back, when you finish this stretch, release your hands out to the side and then sit your body up straight again. You might feel a little bit dizzy, but there's nothing to worry about with that. So we're just going to lean back now. Release the hands and come up. With your hands still out and facing forward, we're just going to pull our arms back. Now, if this stretch doesn't do much for you, I do have an alternate stretch that just requires a little bit of wall standing up. From here, release your arms. You can drop out the roller or the towels. And we're going to put your hand on your opposite foot. You're going to push forward with your foot and pull backwards with your arm and get a stretch through your shoulder and down your spine. Good. And with that, you can just release. Again, that's a stretch you should actually take some time with. I wouldn't do 10-second lots of that. I would actually give it a good minute and do that throughout the day. It really does help loosen up your spine and relax your lower back. So the alternate stretch that I wanted to show you requires standing up. It also requires a little bit of a wall. When we were doing this stretch, if you just find it's just not cutting it, what you can do, bend your arm and pop that up on the wall, and you can turn your body away from the wall. And you can drop down a bit or drop your arm down a bit, and each one of those stretches muscles around the shoulder. And then you can come back and release. Another thing is massage ball or tennis ball. If you just find that there are spots in your back that are just a little bit stubborn and won't come out, you can actually pop them up against the wall and lean into that tennis ball. You can move around a little bit. It's a nice little massage, and it really helps with those knots that just are very, very stubborn. So now we're going to work through our lower back and into our hips to help release any tightness and stretch out any tense muscles. So what I want you to do is put your hands flat down on your desk. Now, if you've got a rolly chair like I do, it will actually do most of the work for you. And I want you to pick up your feet and just very gently move your knees from side to side. And please be very careful not to force this too much. If you lose your breath at the end, you're going further than you need to, and what you're doing is just releasing the tightness and the tenseness that's in your back. Now, if you do have a stationary chair, you can just lift your arms off the table, and go from side to side. And you can twist through your lower back there. That's the other alternative. So now we're going to turn around the other way. Now, at the beginning of the video, I did tell you that although I'm only demonstrating on one side, it is very important that you do it on both sides. If you have one side that's painfully in particular, then yes, you can work harder on that side, but it's very important that you do both sides. So what we're going to do now is open up our lower back and down into our coccyx and glutes. Now you can actually take out your hot water bottle or your heat pack. Your muscles should be nice and subtle now. I want you to pick up one foot and rest it on your opposite knee. From there, I want you to put your hands on your foot and your knee. Push down on your knee, down towards the ground, and with a straight back, lean your torso forward, down towards your lap. And this will stretch through your lower back, into your glutes, and help open up your hip. Good. We're also going to face this side. This is a slight variation of horse riding stance. So we're just going to open up our knees as wide as we can go, flat foot, palms on the inside of your knees, and very gently pull them back. And this will help open up your hips and stretch down through your glutes. So we're almost finished now. We're down into our legs and we're going to start with our quads. So bring your bottom as close to the chair, to the front of the chair as you can, and use your desk for support as well as your stationary leg. I want you to pick up your foot around your ankle and pull your foot backwards and then your ankle up. And what this will do is stretch through your quads and into your hip flexor. And you can hold that for 10 seconds. Again, this is a good stretch to do for a longer period of time, but if you're just doing it for 10 seconds at a time, that's not a problem. Then we're going to turn our chair around and make sure that we're securely placed at the back, because you don't want your wheels to come out from behind you. So now we're actually going to work down through the leg. We're going to do the calf muscle. So again, bottom as close to the front of the chair as you can, a stationary leg at the front, straight back, straight leg, locked in, toes up. And we're just going to lean our tummy down towards our legs. And this is going to get a hamstring stretch all the way down into your calf. Now from there we're going to come up. We're going to put the top of our foot on the ground, and we're going to, with our body weight, gently push through that ankle and lean back. And that will help get a stretch up through the front of your shin, up into this area here. So again, you can hold that there. And my favorite one of all stretches is the foot massage. So this is where your massage ball or your tennis ball comes in handy. So pop it down, and we're just going to pop it underneath our foot. And with a little bit of body weight, we're just going to roll that around the bottom of my foot. I find the massage ball a little bit soft, so I think a tennis ball would actually have a much nicer effect. But use what you have. If you have neither, your hands, great massage devices. So you can get your thumbs in there, your fingers in there, or your heels in there, just to give your foot a little bit of relief. Now, although your foot muscles probably are not sore, a nice foot massage really is relaxing. And it's a great opportunity to sit back and have that cup of tea that's probably gone cold sitting on your desk. Okay, so that's your body nice and stretched out. The important things to remember is to please stay hydrated, please keep up with your exercise, fresh air, take care of yourselves, take breaks away from the computer. It's very, very easy when you're working or schooling from home to just stay seated. You've really got to get up, walk around, move your body, but at the times where you're in a long meeting or you've got an assignment to do, take the time to actually stretch at your desk. They really do come in handy. You'll feel much better. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that your body starts feeling really good now that you've got some exercise you can do in your home.